Okay, now I'm gonna be talking about kit dash 014A, which is actually the transmitter system of the intrusion alarm system. Now I'll show you now what are the main components of this transmitter and transmitter system. And okay, over here we have actually the infrared. I'll show you again. Over here we have the infrared sensor that detects actually the intrusion. Over here we have a little circuit that what it does, it converts the normally closed contact of the infrared sensor to normally open contacts, because that's what the transmitter requires. Over here we have a little circuit that takes 5 volts DC and converts it to about between 10 and 11 volts DC. That's the voltage required by the infrared sensor to operate. And now over here, this is actually the transmitter. This is over here the RF transmitter. It receives data from this PIC microprocessor, which is programmed, of course. And what happens is that whenever the infrared detects an intrusion, then this information is transferred from this sensor interface circuit to the PIC microprocessor. The microprocessor actually processes the data and sends to this RF transmitter the data, and also it sends a signal that says, okay, now there was an intrusion, and it also sends the address of this transmitter system, because actually you can hook up to the system a couple of those circuits over here and have each one of them situated in the different parts of the home, and the receiver, which I'll show you later, actually will get a signal consisting of, okay, there was an intrusion, and also it knows the address or the location from which the intrusion came from. That's now I'm going to be show you shortly the receiver part of the system. I just forgot to show you over here, just a second. Oh yeah, this is the antenna. That's the antenna of the RF transmitter, which is used to transmit the data to the receiver. Okay, this is now the kit dash 014B, which is actually the receiver of this intrusion alarm system. And what we have over here, I'll explain to you the components of the system. Over here, first of all, we have the RF receiver. Of course, this is over here the antenna. Over here we have an on-off switch that has to be on for this receiver to be working. Over here we have the input voltage, which has to be a little more than 5 volts. It has to be more than 5 volts, but less than 7 volt DC. And we have over here a little regulator that takes this voltage and regulates it to 5 volts DC. Over here we have the PIC, which is the pre-programmed, we program it, okay, a microprocessor. And over here we have the LEDs, which actually show us first of all that there was an intrusion, and tell us also the address from which the intrusion came from. Over here we have a reset switch, and over here we have also a buzzer that sounds off whenever there is an intrusion. Just a second, I'll show you. Okay, you heard the buzzer sounding off, and you see the LED telling us from which location the intrusion came from. And okay, I think that's about it. This over here, this one over here is the antenna, of course. It's a simple antenna, and that's it. And now the last thing I want to show you is the address in which you can find all this stuff, which is the address is electronic microprocessor kit. You can find us in the Facebook, and as it says over here, find and enjoy. Bye.